Guys, welcome to SCDRL Spring Nationals. We are doing top eliminator. This is going to be group 5. So we have all of our cars up here. We did have one no-show. Other than that, this is a full field, which is pretty cool. We got custom cars. We got Tycos, 4 gears, 3 gears, Viper cars, rentals, Tycos. I probably already said that. All kinds of cool stuff. So we're going to jump right into it, and in the right lane, we're going to run the OZ Garage Vega.
Oz Garage,
Steve Allspaw out of Kentucky. Right lane, this is a Jag Hobbies car. Running up against Mad Max, which was a no-show, unfortunately. So we are going to run them out. Sam's in position. Here we go. This is testing. Or seating 1, runs a 791 with a 6. First pass, great run for the Oz Garage Vega. Next up, we got the TSS Hobbies Tom Curtis out of Michigan running in the right lane. Really, really nice looking car. Going to be running in the left lane. Sudden Death AA Fuel Altered. Rick Williamson. This car has done some pretty cool tricks off the starting line, so I'm going to make sure to get a close-up video of that one. Drivers are ready. Here we go. Looks like he made a good pass that time. Runs a 589 with a 4. 589 with a 4. On the right side, we ran a 1.0822. Great pass out of both cars. Let's get them back up on the rack. Next up, we have Darren Anderson, Silver Bullet out of Indiana, Tyco. Running up against one Rat Pack, Keith Atkinson out of Illinois. This is a 3-gear car. Looks like a X-Traction. Pretty slick looking. They are ready to rip. Here we go. Left lane, Keith Atkinson goes 572 with a 3. Right lane, Silver Bullet goes 696 with a 6. So great pass by both of those cars. I think that Tyco is the fastest Tyco we've seen down the track now. 696. That Rat Pack car, 572. That is not a bad run for that 3-gear. That is ripping. Next up, we got Superman, Cody Clark out of Colorado. Interesting combo with the Viper car up against the rental number 8, Ronald Mullins out of Colorado also. See what we got going. Here we go, guys. Watch the tree. Ooh. That car went backwards and went right into our wall. That was wild. Left lane goes 730 with a 6. That was violent. Right lane, no time. Unfortunately for Cody, that car is not.
Superman was flying in reverse.
Yeah, man, that went hard in reverse. So the gear's on the right side, but most likely that means the motor mags were in the wrong spot. That is a bummer. Made our K-rail fall out, but rental runs 730 with a 6. That was exciting.
Wasn't expecting that.
Almost gave me a heart attack. It hit hard. I mean, it only has a foot to accelerate, and it freaking slammed hard.
Powerful car.
Next up, rental 1, John Lowe in the right lane. This is the Tyco police car with working lights, or working light, up against VR46B, John Johnston in the left lane. with the Super 7. Let's see what we got. Hopefully these cars go forward. All right, right lane, 878. 878 with a 0. Left lane goes 833 with a 1. Great run by both those guys. Probably are going to be looking for a little bit more. Next up, right lane, anger management. Mark Klarkowski out of Wisconsin with the 4-gear body on the Viper chassis. Running up against Myron Benner's Blue Max out of Ohio. Pretty cool looking car. This is qualifying. Seeding 1. Top Eliminator Group 5. Here we go. All right lane, 817 with a 1. Left lane goes 1.407. Great run by both of them. That is a pretty good pass. So next up, tanked Ronnie Mullins out of Colorado, right lane. Running up against Grounds for Divorce, Kevin DeLuccia. Wild build here, super narrow. Some wild parts on it. And a sneeze. And the racers are in. Here we go. Watch the lights. All right, great run. So right lane goes 634 with a 7. Left lane goes 0.5690. Good run, guys. Those cars ran very, very well. We are on our last pair of seeding 1. Black Magic, Randy Harris out of Florida with the Viper and looks like a Mustang body slammed out. Running up against Richard L out of Texas with the Viper Rental 18. Old school BMW with some aluminum wheels on it. So here we go. This is seeding 1, last pair. All right, right lane goes 648 with a 0. Left lane goes 935 with 938 with a 5. That is going to wrap up our first seeding passes. I am going to get these tires cleaned and we will be right back. All right, guys, so one thing that I'm going to try on Cody's car here. This is the car that went backwards. This isn't ideal, but so that this car can make a pass, I'm just going to flip the rear axle around. And now the car will drive forward. I say this isn't ideal because the timing on the motor is not ideal running it backwards, so it could be retarded. You could see that this is advanced right now, which if it was running forward, that would be fine, but I'm gonna go ahead and neutralize that just because we are compromising. But this will allow this car to make another pass in the correct direction so that Cody is not sitting this one out. So hate to see that, but it's just too much work to pull the car apart and swap the motor mags. I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, guys, we're back for seeding 2, Group 5 Top Eliminator. First up in the left lane this time, we're going to run the Oz. What is it? The
Oz Garage.
Oz Garage. We got Caleb cheerleading for us. Oz Garage is going to be in the left lane. Ran a 791 earlier. Going to be looking for a little bit more out of that car. Try to go a little deeper in the 7s. So here we go. Sam's on the move. He should make it there before the car does. All right, what do we got? 813, so the car slowed down, unfortunately. He is going to be in that 700 index because of that first pass. So next up, we got Tom Curtis in the left lane, ran a 1082 earlier. Running up against Rick Williamson, sudden death, AA fuel altered, ran a 589 earlier. Couple of really cool cars. They're probably actually pretty era specific also to each other. So here we go. All right, Rick goes 595 with a 3, and Tom goes 1055 with a 6. So that car got a little bit quicker. Good run. Let's get them back up here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are using our data log sheet. So make sure you utilize the data log sheet. You want to keep track of your information. Now we have Darren Anderson, Silver Bullet in the left lane, running up against the one Rat Pack, Keith Atkinson in the right lane. Both these cars run pretty dang good. Anything that runs around that 6, 7 tenths mark is very respectable. Very quick on the track. Here we go. Seating 2. All right lane runs a 594 with a 1. Left lane goes 710 with a 2. Definitely slowed down a little bit there. Not ideal. Looks like Keith slowed down a little bit too, so both guys slowed down a smidge. Next up in the left lane, Cody Clark's Superman car. This car should go forward this time. And the rental 8 going to be in the right lane. Ronald Mullins ran a 730 with a 6. Cars are ready to go. Sam is in position. Let's see what happens. All right. Left lane goes 6065. Right lane goes 738 with a 5. So good to see Cody's car did make a pass, and not only did it make a pass, but
It's a good pass.
ran a 606. So pretty good, right close to the index. Next up, left lane, rental car, police car, and an 878 earlier. John Lowe against VR46B, John Johnston, the battle of the Johns. Let's see what happens. They both ran point in the 8/10 bracket. See if they can get it a little bit quicker. All right, right lane runs a 802 with a 9. That is killer. Left lane 842 with an 8. Really, really good run for VR46B. Next up, we have in the left lane, anger management, Mark Klarkowski running in the left lane up against Myron Benner's Blue Max 4-gear, right lane, ran a 1.4 last time out. This is seating. Here we go. All right, left lane runs a 777 with a 0. Right lane goes 1.4647. So Mark's car did pick up quite a bit. Dropped him into the 700s bracket, which probably isn't the best thing, but it is what it is. Let's see, get these things set up right here. Next up, left lane tanked Ronnie Mullins, 634 last time out. Running up against Kevin DeLuccia's Grounds for Divorce, ran a 589 last pass. Couple of pretty nasty looking cars there. Let's see what we got. Here we go. All right, Kevin goes 541 with the 1. Ronnie goes 637 with the 9. Great run by both those guys. That takes us to our last pair. Last pair is up. So we got Black Magic, Randy Harris, left lane, 648 last time out. Right lane, Richard L. out of Texas in the rental 18 BMW versus Mustang. Watch out for that Mustang. Here we go. On the lights, last pass of seating. All right, right lane goes 987 with a 9. Left lane goes 632 with the 1. Pretty good pass. All right, guys, I am going to get these tires cleaned. Like I said before, we do this just to be consistent. The tires aren't really dirty. They're not getting dirty, but there's times when if the cars do run off into the shutdown at the end, they could get some dust on them or something like that from the napkins. So we just like to be consistent. The track is plastic. It's energized with electricity, and any fallout that's in the air can go on the track. So we just like to be consistent, clean the tires up, go from there. So we're going to be back with first round just 1 second here. Top Eliminator Group 5. All right, guys, we're ready. Group 5, round 1, Top Eliminator. First up, Oz Garage, Vega, going to be in the right lane in the 700 index. This is going to be a free pass for him. We will put him in at 700. Sam's in position. We are rolling. Here we go. Runs a 845, so 845. Definitely was going to be looking for more than that. The car did slow down, but it is what it is, 845. So next up in the right lane, Tom Curtis, 10 index. Going to be running up against Rick Williamson in the 500 index. So we're going to have a half-second head start here. Rick's going to have to chase him down. Get that bad boy staged. Drivers are ready. They bumped it in. Here we go. Right lane takes it. 1088. Tough luck for Rick. Tom Curtis moving on. Going rounds. Next up, we have right lane Darren Anderson, Silver Bullet in the 600 index. Let's get this changed up. Right lane, he is going to be running up against one Rat Pack, Keith Atkinson in the 500 index with this crazy extraction, really fast extraction. That car will be back for Top Fuel 3 gear later on. Here we go. Left lane takes it, 592, runs a 592. Right lane slows big time to an 898. So tough break for Darren. That car was kind of looked like it was wheeling a little bit, sputtering out of the hole. That is a bummer. Next up, Cody Clark, Superman, right lane. Ran a 606 on its only pass. Also went backwards on its first pass. Up against the rental car, Ronald Mullins, 0.7 index. Both these guys out of Colorado. Who's moving on to round 2? Here we go. Right lane takes the win, 602 with a 4. So runs a 602. Ronald runs a 756. So definitely not what Ronald was looking for out of that one. Bummer for him. Cody's car is running solid O's. Next up, right side. John Lowe running the 800 index. Let's see, he's going to be in the right lane. This will be a 800 heads up round up against John Johnston. They will both be running 0.8, so this is going to be a heads up round. John Lowe is going to be looking to run quite a bit lower. Oh, a breakout. 776, right lane takes the win. Left lane breaks out. Cop car takes the win, guys. Cop car takes the win. That is how quickly it can happen if you break out. Next up, 700 index, anger management, Mark Klarkowski. Let's get that 7 in there. Be in the right lane. Left lane's going to be Myron Benner, 1.4 index. Oops, 1.4, not 14. 0.7 of a second head start for Myron. Should be way down the track before the Mark takes off. Myron takes that one, runs a 143 to Mark's 809. So that 777 in qualifying for Mark definitely killed him because that's not necessarily where that car wants to run. So he's got a little bit of work to do on that one. Myron's car moves on. Next up, 600 index, tanked by Ronnie Mullins. Going to be in the right lane. He will be running up against Kevin DeLuccia's Grounds for Divorce, 500 index in the left lane. So we got 1/10 head start. Here we go. Who's going to take it? Wow. Drives around him, runs a 535. So Kevin takes that one, 535. It looked like one of those cars jumped at some point down the track there. That was kind of crazy. I don't know what that was, but Kevin moves on. Black Magic coming up next, running in the 600 index and in the right lane. He is going to be running up against Richard L. out of Texas in the rental 18. Let's get that car back a little bit. It's a little bit too far staged. We got a 0.9 on the left side to a 0.6, so 3/10 head start. Here we go. Right lane drives around and runs a 632. 632 takes the win. Richard's car runs a 965 for the L. That will finish up round 1, guys. So round 1 is done. I'm going to get these tires cleaned up real quick. All right, guys, round 2. We're back for SCDRL Group 5. OZ Garage Vega running in the right lane, 700 index. Let's get that punched in here, and we will get it down on the track. Going to be running up against Tom Curtis, running in the 10 index in the left lane. Pretty cool looking cars. Computer's ready, drivers are ready, Sam's ready. Let's do it. Left lane takes the wind. Tom Curtis moving on. Moving rounds. All right, great run. Next up, we have in the right lane, Keith Atkinson's one Rat Pack. Let's get this in here. He's going to be running the half-second index up against Cody Clark's Superman car running in the 600 index. Make sure those things are staged good. Computer is set. Here we go. Left lane takes it with a 611. 611 takes it. 589 for Keith Atkinson that time. All right. Cody is moving on. Let's see, that car came from there. Moving on to the right side, we got the rental, John Lowe in the right lane. 800 index with that Tyco police car. Running up against Myron Benner Blue Max, 1.4 index. John's going to have to run him down with that police car. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Ooh, we have a breakout in the left lane. Breakout. So right lane takes the win. Right lane moves on to the semis. Breakout 1.322. So that thing really picked it up that last time out. That is a bummer for Myron. I thought that car was going to get close to going all the way. Next up, right lane, Kevin DeLuccia, grounds for divorce. 0.500 in the right lane. He is running up against Black Magic Randy Harris. 600 index in the left lane. These guys are ready. Everybody's in position. Let's see what happens. Ooh, left lane takes it by 2.5 thousandths of a second. 632 to a 538. So great run. Black Magic is moving on. That gets us to our semifinals, guys. Semifinal time. So let's get these tires cleaned up. Tires are cleaned. Move over to this side. We are getting down to the final four. Final four. Okay, so we're going to kick things off with Tom Curtis in the right lane, running in the 1.0 index up against Cody Clark in the left lane, running in the 600 index. What's going to happen? Who's going to get it? 0.4 of a second head start for Tom. Here we go. Someone's going to the final. Who's it going to be? Left lane takes the win, runs a 6:15 with a 9 going into the final. Tom runs a 1:074, which is also a great pass, but just wasn't enough to match Cody's index. Next up, right side, we got the police car running in the 0.8 index. Going to be running up against Black Magic, Randy Harris, left lane, 600 index. So looks like the John is going to get a 0.2 head start. Let's see who's going to be in the final. Ooh, left lane takes the win, runs a 6:39, 6:39. All right, that sets up our final round, guys. So final round bound. Randy Harris, let's get that car cleaned. It's a Viper car. Not sure of the other setup. Cody's is also a Viper car. So pretty cool to see that. Right lane is going to be Cody Clark with the 0.6. So it will be a 0.6 heads up race, guys. That's happened quite a bit. It's amazing how that works. Randy's going to be in the left lane. This is the final for Group 5, Top Eliminator Spring Nationals. For all the marbles, good luck, racers. Let's see who takes it. Cody takes it, right lane, 616 beats a 629. So congratulations, Cody. 616 takes it. Even though that car was not set up ideal, it still did well enough to take the win. So great job. Great job to Randy also. So we'll get over to the prize table and see what we got. Let's get this thing moved into the light. Get my binoculars moved. Quick shout out to all of our sponsors: Jag Hobbies, DeFalco Design, AFX, Harry Canary Bodies, Enzo Rings, Lucky Bob's, Bomb Ass Beef Jerky, Radical Bodies, Super Tires, HC Slots, Midland Radio, Viper Scale Racing, and who knows who else. I have lots of sponsors. But first up, first place winner, Cody Clark, is going to win the Super Tire pack ending in 98. So this one right here. So great job, Cody. Super Tire pack. So there's a bunch of different random tires in there. And next up, our runner-up. A lot of cool prizes. We have a lot of cool grand prizes too. So if you didn't make it in this race, be sure to watch our grand prize video. This next one is a mask pack for second place. So 738 is going to be this one. Got some cool flame mask, all kinds of stuff in there. Got some rivets for those pancake type cars. That is a cool prize. And we will draw for our final prize for our winner, Cody Clark. We have a drag custom from Mike Merrick. So this car right here, full custom. This is available from Viper. Mike bought these and donated them to our SCDRL race. So shout out to Mike. I haven't been shouting you out, but thanks a lot. We super appreciate that. Great haul for Cody. Great job to everybody. We will see you on the next one.